Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching, this time with another Helles from Bavaria. This is from Schlossbrauerei Kaltenberg, located in Fürstenfeldbruck in Oberbayern. It's König Ludwig Hell, and it seems like this brewery is having brewery locations in other towns, such as Tannhausen and Holzkirchen, and Kaltenberg and Fürstenfeldbruck. So according to the website, if I understand it correctly, they're brewing in these 4 different towns, all located in Oberbayern, which is Upper Bavaria in English, and it's the very south of Bavaria. Even though it's called Oberbayern, it's the very south of Bavaria. And I've had one beer from this brewery before on the channel. As usually these times, I'm continuing with beers from a brewery that has been on the channel before. After that, I'm gonna return to beers that is from breweries that I've not had on the channel, but I need to get over some beers because of the date. This is König Ludwig Hell, so it's the Helles from the König Ludwig brand, which is the brand that Schlossbrauerei Kaltenberg is brewing, which is owned by Prince of Bavaria Luitpold, and it looks like this. And the other one that I reviewed was their Weissbier Hell, which had a yellow label, as I hope you remember, because it's quite well known. So this is their Helles, which also is a very famous beer style a popular beer style in Bavaria, such as the Weissbier Hell that I did review before, and because of that I have high expectations of this one. I'm also having their Dunkel with black labels that I'm going to review in the future from this brand. This brand is today, I don't know if they're completely owned by Warsteiner brewery group, but at least they're having a partnership with the big giant Warsteiner brewery group, which could be a good thing for this brewery to have a deal with such a big brewery group. I bet that it's gonna make some things easier regarding attention and distribution and so on. Anyway, I'm gonna give you some short information about this brewery. I also want to mention that it's possible for you to visit their website of this brewery, this brand, that I will link to in the description box below. There it's possible to read much more regarding the history of this brewery, much more regarding the brewery process, much more regarding brewery milestones in the Bavarian brewing history, and so on. So that's a recommendation. I'm not gonna go through all that because it might not be interesting for you to listen to, but feel free to go and check that information out on their website. The König Ludwig GmbH and Company KG Schlossbrauerei Kaltenberg, which is the full name of the company, the brewery, is a brewery in Fürstenfeldbruck in Upper Bavaria. Their slogan, Beer of Royal Highness, or Beer of Königlicher Hochheit in German, refers to the brewery's heritage, which can be traced back through the Kingdom of Bavaria, long associated with beer and brewing. The current proprietor, Prince Luitpold of the House of Wittelsbach, is the great-grandson of the last King of Bavaria, Ludwig III, by an extent descendant of the original signatories from the 1516 Bavarian Purity Law, Ludwig I, whose wedding celebration marked the first Oktoberfest. The House of Wittelsbach is known to have owned by a brewery since 1260. 32 years later, Rudolf I, Duke of Bavaria, built Schloss Kaltenberg, which houses part of the brewery's facilities today. The brewery, as it exists today, was opened in 1870. In 1980, Martha Bräu Brewery in Fürstenfeldbruck was purchased where the company administration is now located and where a large part of its production takes place. In 2001, Prince Luitpold entered into a 50-50 joint partnership with Warsteiner. A smaller brewery in Holzkirchen was also integrated into the company in 2007, and a joint venture established with the Postbrauerei in Tannhausen. As of 2004, the production was up to 340,000 hectoliters annually, of which 100,000 are produced at the brewery's Schloss Kaltenberg facilities. Much of the international production takes place under the license in the United Kingdom, Sweden, India and Croatia under the Kaltenberg brand. This beer, however, I did buy in Germany, of course. The thing which is a special interest with this one, comparing to many other breweries, is that it's a castle brewery, as I've been mentioning, and I'm extra much interested regarding the history of castle breweries, because, as I've been mentioning before, I like so much the idea of that these beautiful castles. I really like the history behind castles and the buildings and so on, that they're also brewing beer. So it's two really good things about these places: beautiful castle and also they're brewing beer. I like that idea real much. Here in Sweden the castles are not brewing beers, but in Germany they often seem to do that, because beer is so popular in Germany. So that makes this one really interesting. Schlossbrauerei Kaltenberg, beautiful castle. Feel free to check that out more if you want to, regarding pictures and so on. Here's the royal court of Kaltenberg, and there's the cap also with this their coat of arms, and of course I'll show you the back label here also with the text that I'm gonna read through. And about this specific one, the Helles, it's possible to read the following on their website, which I of course will link to as I've been mentioning before. König Ludwig Hell is famous for its finely tuned taste, the drinkability, and of course the special quality that ensures refreshing beer enjoyment. At the World Beer Awards 2010, König Ludwig Hell prevailed against the strongest international competition and was voted Europe's best Helles. König Ludwig Hell, a balanced beer for highest quality. So high expectations of it. Always write down for Bavarian Hells, as I used to mention. And this one is looking real nice. Typical German style regarding how the bottle looks, in my opinion. Bier von königlicher Hochheit. Gebraut von Prinz Luitpold von Bayern. And here we see at this beautiful label also the castle right here at the bottom of the bottle on the label. And the back label: König Ludwig Hell, Bier von königlicher Hochheit. Für den Kenner köstlicher bayerischer Bierspezialitäten, gebraut mit feinstem Malz und bestem Aromahopfen, nach dem bayerischen Reinheitsgebot und festvollen Familienrezepten mit einer feinen Betonung und verwollen Bieraromen. Lang gereift hat es seinen unverwechselbaren Geschmack entfaltet. Der Qualitätsanspruch des Hauses Wittelsbach ist höchstes Anliegen und ich achte persönlich darauf. König Ludwig Brauereien.com, König-Ludwig-Brauerei.com, Kühl- und Dunkellager. Zutaten: Wasser, Gerstenmalz, Hopfenextrakt. König Ludwig GmbH and Company KG, Schlossbrauerei Kaltenberg, Augsburger Straße, Fürstenfeldbruck. Alcohol content 5.1%, volume ABV, Vollbier. Bayerisches Bier is also here, the certificate of Bayerisches Bier that Beers from Bavaria is having. So, over to the tasting part right now of this one, König Ludwig Hell. High expectations of it, and I bet it's gonna be really nice. So, let's open this one up. The König Ludwig Hell. And pour it up. There we have it. Looking really beautiful, isn't it? Fantastic white, compact, 2-finger crown, beautiful color, real typical for the style, the color, the easy to see through, pale yellow color of it. Looking really nice in my opinion. Perfect. So let's get the aroma. Which also is of course really fresh. Feels really well balanced, really nice in every way. This is gonna be a really nice house. All the small bubbles raises up, making this really a big high expectations of it. So I think that this one is gonna be fantastic. König Ludwig Hell Prost from Kaltenberg. Of course, really great Helles. Fantastic taste of it. You know what you're gonna get from this high quality Bavarian Helles. Bavarians know how to make Helles, of course, since the beer style is coming from them. And it's always really nice with Helles. So mild, fresh, well balanced in taste. Just really great. And this one is definitely living up to everything, all the expectations. Of course, it looks real nice, the bottle, and the beer is looking nice, and it also, most importantly, tastes really good. Of course, it's a big recommendation. König Ludwig Hell. It's having a really great Helles taste, well balanced. High quality ingredients. It's easy to feel and the taste. So of course, I hope you're gonna try it if you find it. For me personally, I really like Bavarian Helles. The beer style is something really great in my opinion. Not that strong, dark maltiness from a Dunkel, not that strong grassy hops, dry bitterness from a Pils, but just a perfect, mild, pale lager. So Helles is really nice, and this one is a good example of the style. Easy to drink. It have a perfect character and fullness. That's very easy to enjoy. And I mean, it's high quality, it tastes fantastic. So it's simply really great. I don't find anything that could be better with this Helles. It's a really well made one, and I hope they continue with this. Castle Brewery, the king of Bavaria, or the prince of Bavaria. But it's really much history behind this brewery, so feel free to check out their website. A lot of princes and kings and so on that you can read more about on their website. Regarding there are two parts on their website, which is much about history. One is about the history of this specific brewery. One is about the history of beer brewing in Bavaria. So that's very interesting information, which I hope you're gonna read about after this review. That's at least something that I've done, and that I think is interesting regarding before I'm tasting beer from a brewery. I'm so much interested in these German brewers, so since it's my big interest, I of course want to spend time with doing research about it. is having fantastic aroma. Absolutely amazing. So, really nice. And with that said, that's it for now. Hope you like my reviews. Continue to follow my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. And I hope I see you again in next German beer review.